name's Kieran and I've bought today an R32 Pandem Skyline. My favourite modification on the car is the paint and the wheels. And it's not midnight purple either. It's McLaren P1 amethyst black. McLaren are not supposed to, or they don't, give out their paint codes. So it was part of the reason for going for that, so that no one else had that paint. I chose those wheels for the car just purely because they're 19s. Yeah, everyone else runs 18s. And I wanted to be a bit different, and obviously being part of Cut Loose, that's what we do, full polish. I've owned the car now for just over a year. I bought the car when it was Mazda Soul Red from a guy called Chris Carnes, good guy. He did a lot of work on the car in terms of the engine and everything else, and then we've just made it a little bit better by putting more the cut loose sort of bits on it. So next few plans are to redo the bay. We're going to be trying to adapt in the Pandem kit so it has a completely different front bumper, side skirts and also rear bumper as well. That'll all be custom, so it'll be a one-off piece. But still trying to keep it so it's fitting with the lines of the car, but also the Pandem body. So previous projects that I've had a number of Mark 1 Golfs, probably 5 or 6 Mark 1 Golfs, 5 or 6 Mark 1 Caddies, Jettas, a Skyline, Daihatsu Charade, Civics, done a few Civics, lowriders. I had a Mercedes 190e pillarless coupe lowrider. Yeah, I've had a fair few cars. I think we're totaling about 60, 70 cars, yeah, since I was 17. What got me into the car scene originally was I've worked with cars ever since I was 16 years old. So I started off as a panel beater, and seeing just normal daily cars made me want something a bit different. So I went through a stage of the Jap stuff very early on, sort of 17 to 20, and then I moved into the VAG scene, having all the air-cooled Beetles and everything else. So yeah, I just love it. I don't drink, don't go out too much, just spend money on the cars. The car's purpose for me is purely just to make me happy on a weekend. So shit week at work, I can go out on a weekend and just have some fun. That's predominantly the purpose of the car. It's not about going to shows, it's not for the social media clout, it's purely just to have fun. So yeah, so other things we've done to the car, we've put airlift on it. Not something I wanted to do, but it was a necessity to be able to enjoy it on the weekends, because I tried the static way and it was just scraping on the floor all the time and I couldn't drive it anywhere. So it's had airlift, it's had some work done on the engine now since Chris Carnes did it, but he did a pretty good job of it. That's really it, I guess. He did a good job, so there's not much else we've done to it. General feedback on the car is pretty good, to be fair. I try not to listen to it because you get good, bad, indifferent, but majorities, it's a cool car, and that's all age ranges as well, which is pretty cool. So no, it's nice, it's good. Favourite show for me, I'm yet to do the likes of Players, which Tucked as well. A fair few people have said that Players is really, really good, so I'm excited to do that one. To date, this has been my favourite because there's a lot of cars being used on track and also for drifting. And I think rather than just having a static show setting, I think this has been pretty good. So, as a job, I started off as a panel beater on minimum wage. It was like £3.10 an hour or something silly, and worked my way through. And then I became regional manager, and then into owning my own body shop group, Express Body Works. And yeah, so that's fortunately how I get to own a car like this. But through hard work and determination, really. I've got a lot of maintenance to do on the car. All the underneath's got to be redone. We will drop the engine at some point and do all of the bay, but not to show standard, it'll just be for purpose. And then yeah, like I say, I think the biggest thing that we'll do in terms of visual changes to the car is all of the bodywork, which will make it different, but better. So that's the plan.